last week, and I totally don't know which week it is. And yeah, it's gonna be a vlog for the last 2 weeks because I'm not overdoing another video like that. As you can probably tell between my voice and my head, I got COVID. Yay! After managing to avoid it for 3 years, I got it because of a bunch of podcast bitches. I don't know if you remember, but 2 weeks ago, no, 3 weeks ago now, I went to a knitting club. And, you know, it was fine. It was not very entertaining and not very interesting because they're not very interesting people. And after the second time, I decided not to go anymore. The only reason I went is for socializing, and I don't want to socialize, as a matter of fact. And I regret going for the second time because 14 days exactly after it, booyah! COVID showed up. So since the incubation is 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure that was it. So to warn everybody that I got COVID, warn the knitting club, warn the tarot club, and my neighbor, and my dentist, and you know, stuff like that. That was fun. So yeah. By the way, my teeth problem is not going away, and I can't visit my dentist because I don't want to contaminate him, because I am not going to be that person that goes out knowing they have COVID and willingly contributes to spreading it and putting everybody in danger. I am not going to be that person. So yeah, I got COVID and I've been in a strict quarantine ever since. And I mean strict, I have not seen anyone face to face in a week. And honestly, I don't mind. I've been communicating a little with my neighbor. I asked her to buy me some stuff that I needed, and yeah, that's about it. That's her, by the way. She's very nice, and I'm very lucky to have a neighbor that is helping me. So yeah. But damn, COVID sucks, man. I mean, I avoided the worst of it. Like, I can probably still smell stuff when I can actually breathe through my nose. We'll see once I can again breathe through my nose. I still have my sense of taste that is undamaged, so it's probably a good conclusion that the sense of smell is the same. For now, I can't really tell because I can't really breathe through my nose, so it's little things. And I am not in the hospital, you know, breathing through tubes, so it could be far worse. And I think people would tell me to focus on that and not the fact that if people had been less selfish and less assholes, COVID will not have lasted 3 years and I will never have it. The very core of the thing of it lasting 3 years, long enough for me to catch it, is insane and should not have been allowed, and I want to kill someone, but I will not do that by spreading the COVID to someone else. So I refuse to be that person. My neighbor is very nice, but she's also teaching to a bunch of kids, so I'm not contaminating the one that is spending her days with 34 years old. No. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not gonna be that person. No fucking way. So I'd rather be alone and starve and manage. But yeah, it's not been fun. Honestly, it started on Saturday, and I was like, I'm not feeling that bad. Can probably film the vlog, and the more time passed, the more I was like, I'm gonna have to edit, and that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna film it and edit it tomorrow, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I just didn't, and for that, and no regret because. So first 2 days were hard. First day, I kind of noticed early enough for me to go to the pharmacy and buy 2 COVID tests, which I half regret and half don't regret. First, I regret because knowing that I was sick, I still took the risk to go outside and maybe contaminate people. But it's a lot tempered by the fact that even the pharmacists don't wear masks anymore, so they obviously don't care anymore. And I was wearing a mask, and I really did not go for very long. I really cut it to the chase. So that's fine. And also I didn't regret it because I needed to know. So the first test that I did on Saturday, it was negative, but that's because I screwed up. Because that's a thing that happens to me. I didn't want to put the damn thing too far, so I didn't, and then it was bullshit. It's fine. So the next day on Saturday I did one better. And I was like, well, it sucks, but at least it explains a lot. Because like my whole body was cramping and sore, and my legs were hurting so much. My ears are terrible. My throat and nose are bad. My sinus as a whole are bad. I had terrible headache. But hey, I don't have fever. And for the first night between Saturday and Sunday, I had all of those hot and cold and hot and cold and cold. And I couldn't sleep because I was so sore, so the pain kept me awake. But I was hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold, and it provoked such hallucination. It was a terrible night. It was awful. It was terrible. And yeah, that's going to be... It's been a little better since, but you know, slowly and very little. I just managed. Like, I'm mostly functioning normally, just very tired normal, because I'm obviously very tired. And I sniff my nose all the time, which does little. But yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, that's, not fun. I'm miserable. And yeah, it really sucks. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to have fucking COVID. But there is very little I have going on for me. So yeah, that's life. I drank so much honey. I am sick of it. I usually don't like honey all that much, but for the throat there is very little more efficient than that, especially since I did not have cough syrup, so it was honey or nothing. So I took a lot of honey and I'm so sick of it. I feel like if I take any more of it, I'm gonna puke. And yet, guess what I have right here? I have boiled water with lemon juice and honey, because I know nothing more efficient than that. The worst part of it is that all I have got as cough syrup was a very old bottle, like expired for 5 years old bottle, and I had that left of it. And of course I went through all of it because fuck that. If I was going to die, I was going to die the less painful way I could find. And I did not die, and the syrup was mostly efficient, but I didn't have a lot of it. So I called my doc as soon as I could on Monday, and I explained to him that I had COVID and that I was going to suck a lot. And of course, it didn't take me seriously, and it was like, oh yeah, just take a Doliprane, fuck you and your Doliprane. And I had to beg for him to give me cough syrup, and I was like, yeah, it's wet cough, so I need a syrup for wet cough, you know. And that bastard gave me a prescription for dry cough. So it's tastes bad and it's not as efficient, and I also had to wait until Thursday for... So first I called on Monday, he called me back on Tuesday. My neighbor came back on Wednesday and she could go to the pharmacy for me on Thursday. So on Thursday I got my new cough syrup. And it sucks because it's not what I need, because my doctor didn't listen. He only heard, oh, I got COVID, and he thought that maybe I was overreacting. I was not. I am still in pain. I am not going to die, but I was not far from it on the first night. And I needed him to take me seriously, and he didn't. And it really sucks. And as soon as I'm clean again, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna scream at him, because he's going to have to pay for everybody else. That is not fair. I don't care. I am tired. I didn't want to have COVID, and it really sucks. And I feel really bad, and my leg is still fucking hurting. It's just a lot, and I think my doctor not taking me seriously and thinking that I was just going crazy or fear of the COVID. No, I was like, hey, I got COVID, so here are my symptoms: headache, throat, nose, hallucination, hot and cold. I do not have fever, I am lucky. And he was like, oh yeah, just take a Doliprane. Whatever, and Doliprane is not gonna kill the COVID, bastard. And yeah, and I had to beg for cough syrup, and he didn't give me the right one because he didn't listen. He was like, oh yeah, it's a dry cough. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is a dry cough. No, it's not, bastard! Like, I am the one living and coughing here. I know what cough I have. You bastard. Yeah. So yeah. Not fun. It's too hot for me to drink it yet, I think. But that's really bad. But I also know that it's very efficient from experience. The hotter it is, the less I can taste it. So yeah, that's probably for the best. And look at that, we already Earth Day and the next day of Earth Day. And guess who missed Earth Day? Because they were sick, and yeah, and I'm like about to go to bed, and it's almost 8 AM, so it is 8:30. So yeah, I'm leaving at night, so I didn't know if Earth Day was last night or tonight, and in the end I did not, because I'm tired and sick, and yeah, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do the outside photo shoot, so I didn't find it useful to paint the globe, because I was not going to do what I wanted to do. At some point I wanted to make some face paint, but that seemed like a lot of work, and I was not awake enough for it, and then it was already 4 AM, and I was like, 4 AM will not even in Earth Day anymore, fuck that. So I didn't, and yeah. Yeah. But I gotta have to go back to 2 weeks to know what I did. On Easter, so on Sunday and Monday, I painted headphones for my tower friend. I don't know if I talked about it in the last vlog. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. He wanted me to paint it, so it was more interesting, and I did. It took me 2 weeks, 2 days, not 2 weeks, 2 days, and I procrastinated on the eggs by doing it, and no regrets. Honestly, it looks pretty good. So, you know, it's the little things. I'm supposed to have. There. So I did that on Sunday, Monday, and then oh yeah, the only good part about COVID is that I am too tired and too bored and too frustrated to be depressed. So yay! I don't have any mind space to think about all the things that usually distress me and depress me at that time of year, so yay! It's something. On Tuesday I went out. Went out to the vet to pick up meds that I struggle a lot to give my cat because she hates it. And so she mostly didn't take it because I am too weak to force her right now. So yeah, and I went grocery shopping and I took the picture of the headphones because I gave them to him on Thursday because it was Tarot Club on Thursday. And I saw, it's a tarot friend, so I saw it at the Tarot Club, you know. Oh, and I psychiatrist. It was a heavy day. I had psychiatrist at 7 p.m. And yes, I wondered that I had COVID because I'm not an asshole. Start dragon fruit. What I did? Yeah, I started the. About dragon fruit seeds, so I have 3 different kinds and 3 different puts, and I started them, and I hope they'll work. And I started working on the eggs, on the gold filigree on the eggs. Then on Wednesday I went to the library and it was fun, and I just realized that I forgot to warn the people there that I could, but frankly it's a very big public place. I probably wasn't the first person, the only person there with a COVID risk then. So yeah. Thursday I went to the Tarot Club. I finished filming the headphones. My leg is killing me right now. And I crocheted for the blanket 1 skein, 1 ball of yarn. And I'm almost at half of it. It's pretty big right now. And I started on the slit in the middle, so I'm crocheting a side, then I'm crocheting the second side, and then I'm joining them then. And I need the seat to be big enough so I can fit my hair through, including the dreads when I do have dreads, so it's gonna need to be pretty big. And once I finish one side, I will not do the other side. I will do the fringe at the bottom so I know exactly how much I need for half of it, because I will be exactly at the half mark. And since the other side will be a complete mirror of the first side, I will know exactly how much yarn I will need. So that's interesting. That should be fun. So yeah. It looks good, I like it. Man. On Friday I did the dishes. Ordered some stuff. And yeah, and I crocheted some more. And then it was Saturday and it was COVID day. I wanted to go to an estate sale on Sunday, and that did not happen because I had COVID, so that did not happen. On Monday I did this one, and it's not the usual stitch I use when I knit, and I'm going to undo all of my scarves and redo them like that, because yes, it's cumbersome and it's harder to do it, but it looks awesome. It stays flat without me blocking it, and it looks the same from each side. It's awesome. So I'm gonna do it for my scarves, but this one is for my neighbor, as well as a little hat that I haven't done yet because I am lazy. Well, no, I'm not lazy, I'm just sick and tired. On Tuesday I called the vet because I wanted to ask if there was another option for the vet, since this one she's not taking. But yeah, it's gonna have to wait until I can actually go there. I paid my rent for the last 2 months, which really fucking sucked. And also $200 for the electricity bill, which also sucked a lot. So I'm completely out of money right now. Yesterday I finished painting the eggs, and today I baked them. So here's what they look like. These ones I baked, so that's why they're here, and this one I did not bake, so I just painted it and it's drying right now. But that's what they look like. I wanted to add some strass and gems and stuff like that to them, but it's going to have to wait until next year. At this point, they're finished enough for me to store them somewhere else until I do something with them. But for now, they're finished. I really like this one. Finished enough for me to store them and forget about them until next year. Next year, I will do better. But next year, hopefully, I will not get COVID again. So that should help with the doing thing part. I also cleaned up a little, well, not clean up, tidying up, because it was a fucking mess. Everybody, everywhere. And today I finished some of the cleaning. I did some laundry and crochet some more. And finished the eggs, and yeah, you kinda got the idea. So that's what I did for the last 2 weeks. Most of this week was wasted. Not wasted, but lost. And yeah. I decided early on that I was not planning to do anything. The main priority was surviving, and if I did that, it will be enough. So it's frustrating because I'm bored, but it's okay. I do not feel bad for not doing anything. I feel very angry at the people who gave me COVID. And the way I'm never going back to the knitting club. No fucking way. So yeah, I have not planned yet anything for next week. I have no idea how long the symptoms will last. Maybe it's going to be okay tomorrow, maybe it's gonna last another 2 weeks. You never know. So since I don't know, I don't really have any plans. It would be nice to have my bullet journal done before May. If it does not happen, it does not happen. We'll see. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of where I'm at. Man, I am tired. Anyway, next week I will most likely still be alive. So I'll see you then.